In today's video, I'm going to be telling you why you shouldn't have a viewings assistant. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for being here as always for today's video. Before we kick off with today's content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you're notified straight away with the latest and greatest content to help you start and scale your agency business. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about viewings assistants and why, in my honest opinion, you shouldn't have a viewings assistant, particularly if you're in the early stages of growing your business. Now, of course, context is really important. If you're at a point in your business where you've scaled and you need to create leverage and there's not enough hours in the day to do the work, then of course you're going to create some leverage by getting some support and assistance when it comes to the viewings appointments. But in the early stages, in particular, when you're growing your agency, I think it pays dividends for you to do your own appointments, even if it's not convenient and even if those appointments aren't happening at an ideal time for your schedule. And the reason being is that the more that you can be seen to be out there, to be out and about with the local community, with local residents, the more opportunities it exposes you to build relationships and to solidify a relationship for the future. Now, people on viewings appointments, regardless of whether or not they eventually go on to buy the house from you, are a golden opportunity to build your database, to get referrals, to be recommended to other people. The one thing that I need you to always remember and always have at the forefront of your mind when you're conducting any business is that local people know local people. Now, regardless of whether or not they're in the market to sell or they're just in the market to buy or whether they're window shopping, whatever the context is, I can almost guarantee that that person has a friend or a sister or a brother or a cousin or a colleague or someone they know in the local market that at some point over the next few years will be looking to market a property. And this is your opportunity to make sure that you leave such an impression that you're at the forefront of their mind when it comes to them giving advice to someone that they care about in which agent they should be using in the local market. So try and wow them, try and impress them, try and really leave an impression. And I can honestly tell you that as the business owner, nobody cares as much as you do about the success and the reputation of you and your agency. So it's really important that you're out there to portray that to the market and to solidify that relationship for a future date. Now, one tip that I can give you is always ask for feedback. Now, it might be that you do an appointment, the buyer walks in and straight away they say, no. This house isn't for us. I didn't realize that road was there. I didn't realize it was this big or it was this small. I didn't realize that needed knocking down or this work needed doing. Whatever it might be, you might establish quite early on that they're not looking to buy the property, but don't give up. Don't lose sight of the relationship. Don't kill the conversation and walk away in a mood. You need to make sure that you're still building rapport. You're still being helpful. You're still giving advice. You're still giving alternate suggestions. And when the appointment's done, ask this question. And this has served me so well in the past. I'd quite simply turn around and say, look, as a small but a growing business, we live and die by the feedback that we get from local people. Could I ask, if I send you a link, would you mind taking a moment to leave a review on how you found your experience in working with me today? Now, generally speaking, again, people like to be helpful. If you ask the question, you're more than likely to get the outcome. They might take a moment to leave a review, but as well as the review in itself, what that's also going to do is stand out in their mind as a milestone that makes you more memorable. When they're thinking back in the future, they'll remember they left that review. They might even be able to go back and revisit that review to reacquaint themselves with who you are and what it is that you do. So again, it helps keep you more front of mind than what you otherwise would be if you simply outsourced that viewing to a company or to somebody who just nipped in, opened a door and left them to it, or if you didn't ask that question and take the extra 5 or 10 minutes to build that rapport. So for me, every opportunity that you get to speak to a local resident is a golden opportunity for you to build your business. And that's why for me, especially in the early stages, you need to be grabbing every one of those opportunities with both hands and really making that work for your business. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. As ever, if you did, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. But more importantly, if you're getting value from the advice that I'm giving you, make sure that you convert that into action and you implement that into your business. Have a good one, and I'll see you on the next video.